Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're here to talk about holiday brush releases from Rephr. Now, anyone who is familiar even the smallest bit with my channel knows that I am a huge fan of Rephr brushes. Let me emphasize that again, huge fan. They are my daily workhorses. I use them on the channel all the time, and I massively support this brand. Good people, good product. So we're going to talk about lots of great stuff for the holidays, and also stay towards the end because I'll also tell you about their Black Friday sale that's coming up. But let's first talk about the holiday releases. We got a lot to do. Make sure that you also follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. But let's get to work here. Okay, Rephr, there was a time we didn't have Rephr. I know. I can't imagine either. But they actually started in 2019 as a Kickstarter campaign and quickly became one of the biggest beauty Kickstarter campaigns ever. So now they're celebrating their 4th anniversary, believe it or not, taking beautiful artisanal Japanese brushes and making them accessible to everybody. Rephr really values their community. I value my community here too, so we're definitely simpatico there. Basically, Rephr not only looks to creators like me and all your favorite creators, they are also looking to you, the Rephr community. They have gathered over 100,000 written reviews from their prototypes that they send out, from early stages, even from finished products. They're listening. And a lot of what we're going to see here is a direct result of that feedback, not just from creators, from everybody in their community, which is really exciting. So we have like a workhorse release and a luxury release. And what I have here, we're going to demonstrate it today. Not so much a tutorial on the makeup, but just to show you how the brushes work. And I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look of Love palette in Glowing Beauty because in the US this was just re-released and some of you might have picked it up. I have a review on it from forever ago, but I thought we'd use it because it's, it's a face palette, it's all in one. So let's use that, and we're going to talk about these brushes, the prices, when this starts. So today, if you're just watching this video on the day of release, is October 17th, and this is the holiday brush launch at noon Eastern Standard Time in the US, Toronto. They're right above over on the East Coast there. So 12 Eastern Standard Time, all of these brushes will be available. Now, right now, the other stock at Rephr is a little bit more limited, but we'll talk about Black Friday because it'll be back for that. But let's just talk about this first. First, I want to talk about a limited edition luxury feeling brush. This is the Saibikoho holiday brush. It is a limited edition, and it is to celebrate the 4th anniversary of Rephr. It comes in this beautiful wooden crafted box, absolutely gorgeous. It is a luxurious cheek brush using the finest grade natural hair. This is the Saibikoho hair. So let me show it to you here. It comes packed just beautifully in this delicate paper and delicate box. Let me show you the brush. Okay, so this handle is using a 1,200-year-old lacquer wear technique called maki-e, if I'm saying it correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. And what they do is they paint the lacquer directly on the surface of the brush. Here is the beautiful hair. So this is a cheek brush. We're going to use it in a moment for blush and for highlight. But, anything you want with it. And, I have seen these brushes before, and they'll be like $250, $500 easily. But today, starting today, right now, and I have my link. Here it is on the screen, but you'll also see it below in the description bar. You can click on it and get there. Also helps support this channel. So I really appreciate it. But this is going to be regularly $188, but right now you can get this brush for $88, which is so typical of Rephr. They really make this accessible. They would normally charge $188, but again, $88. $88 for Saibikoho goat hair. And it's so soft. It is so soft. And you know what's really cool about this? I don't know if you're like me. I have my beauty table, constantly things roll off, and this is square, so it's not going to roll anywhere. And the the lacquerware on it, look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's use it a little bit. I know it seems a shame. I have washed mine. I'm a big advocate of washing natural hair brushes when you get them. I know, it's really tempting to dive in, but when you wash them, that's when they really kind of take on their beautiful shape. That's what I like to do. Okay, so since we're using this Charlotte palette, like I said, I'm gonna go in to the blush here. Now here's something else I wanted to show you guys, okay? This brush, look at how it fits into this tiny little box of blush. A lot of people, I'm just gonna show you me using this. Look at, oh God, it just applies it so beautifully. A lot of people complain about this particular palette because the blush is so small and our brushes don't go into it. But this brush fits beautifully into any size blush. And in fact, you can use, sometimes if you want to use, if you're traveling or something and you want to use an eye shade as a blush, this will even fit in there. The shape of the brush and the way that the bristles just build up the product just is so beautiful and perfect. You can apply very little with the tip of the brush. You can use the side of the brush. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to go into the equally small highlighter that comes with this. Fits in beautifully. And then I'm going to use just the tip. Look at that. Just the tip. Just to put a little bit of highlighter on. Just a little bit. And you can go, this picks up the perfect amount of product, and you can go heavy, you can go light. I just kept reapplying and building, and it picks up any sort of a finish on your blush, even if it's baked. And you can see just how beautifully it kind of fleshes the face. Again, I was using the flat side for the blush and then this tapered area for highlight. One and the same, because I didn't worry about the blush and the highlight mixing on the face, and it fits into any size there. I mean, for $88, with the beautiful craftsmanship, and it is so luxuriously soft. This is the most luxurious goat hair, natural hair that you're going to get. So it's really fun. Comes in the collector's case. A great gift for yourself. And so that link is below. While you're looking below at the link, don't forget that I have also linked in the description bar the way to join our private members. Here we have like a $4.99 membership, and we have gossipy lives. I showed them these brushes before anybody else, so you can also join us over there. That's down below. All right, let's talk about the workhorse release. So that beautiful Saibikoho brush is limited edition. But now we're going to talk about some workhorse features. This is the Mini Max set. Okay, so customer feedback from all the prototypes kept saying to the folks at Rephr that their top 5 brushes, we're going to look at them, the 1, the 2, the 13, the 14, and the 15. That was their kind of original release, were beautiful. Everyone loved them, but the biggest thing that the folks at Rephr would hear is, can you make the number 1 or the number 2 or whatever a little smaller? On the other side, people would say, can you make those brushes a little bigger? So they did it. They're going to release the Mini and Max set, taking their first 5 original brushes and shrinking them a bit or adding to them just a little bit. That's going to be $60, down from $120. Now, they're not going to sell these brushes individually just yet, but don't worry, there are plans to do that. But right now, they're going to just sell them as a set, okay? So we're going to talk about them. I'm going to show you each one. We're going to use each one, and we're going to talk about the differences. Okay, so let's start with the number 1. I have been teased many times that I am not seen in a video without a number 1 in my hand. This is true. I have 3 of them. Here is one of my number 1s. Yes, it's been through the wars, but it's been through it with me. This is a very normal, everyday Rephr number 1 brush. Now, let's take a look at the number 1 Max. There it is, a little bit bigger. Here's the Max. Here's the regular old one. And let's add the little Mini. So these are all number 1s. Now the one in the middle has been through the wars with me. But this is our largest and smallest of the same brush. And I am never without the number 1. All 3 of these are blending brushes. So these blend, and I use my number 1 all the time, but I'm going to use the new ones today. And I'm going to start with my number 1 Max, and I'm just going to show you how I start my eye off with the Max shade. And I'm going to use this really pretty eye shade here. in the Charlotte palette, and I'm just going to go all over the eye with it, just all over, and I'm able to do it so quickly because this brush is just nice and big and perfect, and it blends. Okay, then I can take the mini version of it, and I can even go in and get the details. I can go in just a little bit, I can get the details, I can take a little bit of another shade, and I can even use it under. Look at that. If I use the tip of it, I could use it under. So right now you're going to get these in a set, but eventually you'll be able to get them individually. Let's take a look at the number 2. So here is my original number 2. This is kind of a real workhouse for packing on shimmer. I use it all the time and rely on it. I also use the little top of it to go underneath the eye or to use a liner. And they've made this in a mini and a max as well. So let's use the max right now to pack on a little bit of shimmer. So I'm going to take it right here. This is the larger one. And I'm going to get into that nice shimmery shade there. And I'm just going to go all the way across the eye right there. See how I'm doing that? And I can do it in one fell swoop, just all the way across. And I like to use this when I don't feel like dipping my finger into a shimmer shade. Right now I'm just using a Charlotte shimmer shade. Then I'm going to switch to the smaller, and I'm going to take that same shade, and I'm going to show you. Look at it, goes just under the eye without making it look like I had glitter fall out. And it just fits in there so perfectly. All right, now let's talk about the number 13. This number 13, here's the original number 13, has a pinched ferrule. It's kind of a, beautiful, really pretty kind of blending brush. And now we have a maxi and a mini on these, and I don't have to use them right now for this look, but depending on, actually, you know what, I think I might actually. I'm going to use this max one. I'm going to, on this third eye shade here from Charlotte, that's kind of matte, and I just want to kind of go right here and just wiggle that a little bit. This is the max version, just to get that really nice amount of coverage right there. But I could also use this I could even take this mini. I could have done that with the mini, but I used the maxi, which is really good. And then I'm going to take the mini version of it and just kind of, it's clean. So I'm just going to kind of clean up that little area there. And it gets right in there, which I really, really like. Now the 14 is a little bit of a bigger version of that. It's like a slightly larger, this is the original 14. It's like a slightly larger blending. And they have done a mini version and a maxi version right here. And these will blend. I mean, this is beautiful. I can never have enough blending brushes. So bigger version of that. And then the 15 is the crease brush. I use this to blend, I use it to crease, and they have made, I'm super excited about this. The 1 and the 15 are the ones that I'm most excited about, to be honest. Oh, and the 2 are the ones I'm most excited about. So as you see, my original 15 looks a lot fluffier because it also has been through the wars. But here's the bigger version that will get fluffier as I use it more, and the little narrow version. It's kind of just like a narrow, smaller version. I'm going to show you with the max. I don't know why I'm using all the maxes first, but I am. I'm going to go in here to that shade I just used under the eye, and then I'm going to just show you here. I'm going to put it into the crease because I have hooded eyes, and I want to make sure that my crease has a little bit of matte in it. It's just a better look for me. And then I can take the 15 mini and do the same there, clean that, go in that crease, whatever I want to do. These are the biggest requests from Rephr. Now that wasn't supposed to be a tutorial. I just wanted to show you me using them. And I just think they are going to be so helpful. Those are the 5 brushes I rely on the most from Rephr. And my original ones have been basically around the world with me. It's the truth. And I absolutely adore them. So to have more options, like bigger blending, smaller blending, I am truly that excited. But also this brush here because it's just a sensual experience to use it. Now, I have to tell you, I mentioned earlier in the video that when this release today won't quite have as a big amount of stock as the store at Rephr usually has, but mark your calendar if you can for November 1st because that's the Black Friday sale. And they haven't there's going to be a percentage off, a large percentage off, trust me. They haven't quite nailed that down yet, but right now they're going to have these holiday and discounted sets available, but then on November 1st they'll open up the store and have even more discounts heavily throughout, where you can pick up some of the things you might want to, and maybe you can get a hold of, I hope, the eyelash curler, which is one of my absolute favorites. It's a treasure of mine. But these brushes, I think it's a really nice thing for the holidays because we've got the workhorse sets and we've got luxury. So it kind of depends what you're looking for, and it's accessible luxury too. Meanwhile, Rephr continues to listen to us and continues to build. Now, what I would love for you guys to do is use my link below that will take you directly to the store. The sale is on. If you are watching on the 17th of October, it's on at noon Eastern Standard Time, so probably already, depending on when you're watching this, but definitely use my link below to support this channel and go on over to Rephr and see what they have, and mark your calendar for November 1st for the Black Friday sale that's coming too. But I would definitely get these now because they're going to be limited, and then when this guy is gone, he's really gone, in the beautiful wooden box, because it will make a delightful gift. I just love them over there. I'm so thrilled to support them and so happy to use these products. I think you can completely tell. Go ahead and make sure you're also subscribed to this channel, because when you do, it helps me spread the word to even more people. So I appreciate that very, very much. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, all that stuff. Ask me any questions below. And if you need better photos of how the size comparisons are, I'm super happy to do that for you over on Instagram. Just give me a holler here or over on Instagram, whatever works for you guys. Just thrilled to support Rephr, and I hope you pick up some very useful, adorable, cherished, that's how I feel about them, brushes. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.